Cooper Marchie here. This is your CCC Update for April 22nd, 2024. That's Cooper's Critter Crew. Nelson reports this week from the UK. Sadly, Matilda had a fall while visiting some friends, and she has damaged her back paw. It's very painful for her to stand or walk, so Nelson is taking care of everything around the house. As you know, Nelson is no good in the kitchen, so Twinkle comes around every day to help. She makes food for them since Nelson is only good at making drinks, especially tea. Did you know it was National Tea Day on Sunday, as well as their race day? I know Britain is a nation of tea lovers. In fact, millions of cups are consumed every day. I even found out that tea is grown on the island of Jersey. Tea was first introduced to the West around 400 years ago by Dutch and Portuguese adventurers who sailed off to find the end of the world and found tea instead. It was so expensive that only royal families and wealthy aristocrats of Europe could afford to buy it. In some countries, especially Britain, it was considered a medicinal drink. It was the wife of King Charles II who, in 1662, made drinking tea fashionable. During the late 1700s, the government reduced taxes levied on tea, making it more affordable and gaining popularity as a favorite beverage among all. Tea became a lucrative business, and in 1773, the British imposed huge taxes on tea imported to the U.S., causing an uprising famously known as the Boston Tea Party, when 342 chests of tea leaves were dumped in the harbor at Boston in protest. Tea is now popular worldwide, all varieties, with or without milk, hot and cold. Matilda always says a good cup of tea makes you feel better, and Auntie Pam agrees with that. Their race day went well yesterday. Lightning won the foot race, Lucan won the drone race. Matilda spent the afternoon resting her leg with an ice pack to help reduce the swelling. Twinkle baked some treats, and Matilda was grateful for her help. Matilda is still resting, as the doctor reckons it'll be 3 to 4 weeks for her to recover fully. We hope she starts to feel better really soon. Meanwhile, back in the US of A, Lenny and Lucy reported on what Earl has been up to. He was going to drone to Montpelier to speak to the legislatures on the squirrel housing crisis in our area, but at the last minute the governor sent a limo to pick him up. The leaders got the message from him, and lumber trucks arrived at the squirrel living grounds to see how many housing units they can construct before summer. The first one will be built at Shelburne Farms, and hopefully when the Royals visit us, they will have their very own house. Earl won the drone race yesterday, and Squirrelitariat won the foot race. Our squirrel friend Amu has returned home to Antigua. After the races, Earl and Burl took Susie and went to the new building site with blueprints in hand. It's all very exciting. I think I told you last week Mom has been working herself into a tizzy on the yard and gardens. Well, she developed a very bad case of poison ivy, and so that has slowed her down a bit. She is using all sorts of swear words to describe her symptoms, and I can tell you this, she does not appear to be happy. Have a good week, and be kind to one another. Cooper Marchie here. Ciao.